We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is the Battle of the Hot Nuts Round 5. And before us we have, of course, the medium version of the Carolina Reaper Peanuts. Round 4 saw the mild version. Round 5, we are going from Carolina Reaper to Carolina Reaper and Ghost Peppers. We'll take a look at the breakdown here in just a moment. So next we have something from the UK called Psycho Nuts. We have, I believe those are Ghost Pepper. We have Blue Diamond, Habanero Barbecue. I don't expect a lot out of those. Buckets of Nuts, Ghost Pepper Cashews. So peanuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios. This is the second place, the Scorpion Chili Pistachios from Terrapin Station Smoking Company. And we have, of course, the current reigning champion Mojave Meltdown Cashews, which I believe has been the reigning champion for the last 2, maybe 3 rounds. I don't recall exactly. Feel free to go back and check those out, guys, if you're interested. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open all these up right now, outside of these 2, which we've already seen. So, let's start with this one. And, oh, you can see there's quite a lot of coating on this. So let's get so there'll be our shot glass for that one first, and we'll try these momentarily. I just want to open everything right now. Psycho Nuts, Ghost Pepper Nuts from I believe the UK, and I'll tell you, I'm kind of amazed that we've gotten to round 5, guys. There is a round 6 potentially coming as well, although I think it's going to take me a little bit longer to come across stuff for that one. Psycho Nuts are not really a good look at those at all. So let's do this. There we go. You can see they're very, very colorful. Quite a bit of color on those. There's the Ghost Pepper Psycho Nuts. And, okay, so we've got buckets of nuts, Ghost Pepper Cashews. You can already see these are plenty of spice on them. Oh, this is odd. It's a paper bag. Oh, okay. So, curious packaging. Okay, bucket of nuts. And here we are. These look like they could be something potentially to contend with. And our last new entry here is Habanero Barbecue, Blue Diamond Almonds. Generally, stuff with habaneros has not been especially impressive, guys. If you look through the other videos, I don't expect much out of this one either. And let's see really anything too crazy on these. So, shot glass of almonds. And from here, let's go with the sniff test. These smell definitely like there is some sort of spicy goings on there. Psycho Nuts just smells kind of like peanuts. Habanero Barbecue smells, as you might expect, like barbecue. And this smells like chili powder. It smells kind of like a chili powder you use in a chili, say. Alright, so let's start with the one I opened first, which is these Reaper Nuts. And you can see, guys, there is little bits of red in this coating. So, There's no mistaking that there's Reapers here. Very immediate heat to those. They might be a contender actually for this Mojave Meltdown that doesn't want to stay up. Did you guys cooperate? So that one does a pretty good wallop. It fades pretty quickly though also. So let's palate cleanse. A little bit of Sprite Zero here. Alright. Let's get this out of the way now. These habanero barbecue ones. Flavor on those is quite good. There's not really any heat per se out of it though. We'll try to test that in a bit. Psycho nuts. Again with a lot of ghost pepper this time. As you saw, these are very highly seasoned. Hallowed be thy pain. Indeed, flake capers. Indeed. These are really along the lines of those 7-Eleven ghost peppers we tried. I was either around 2, 3. I forget. Go back and watch them all. Alright. And I'd say, yeah, those are about a 1. And we've got these, which are ghost pepper cashews. Oh, yeah. These are really good. Again, it's very chili powderish. Wow. Those are probably the best tasting of anything I've had so far. So they might be giving a run to the Woodfire Pistachio, which are the current best tasting nuts. Again, not a whole ton of heat, but I would probably give those a 1. So it occurred to me that as this tournament goes on, I'm getting into higher heat elements, and a palate cleanser is good for the taste, but it doesn't really, sometimes there'll be a lingering burn. It's really hard to compare all this stuff. We say the burn from the Reaper is carrying over into Habanero barbecue or any of these other ones. So I decided for this round to introduce something which I've never brought into this prior. And it's not because of heat, so I'm bringing ice cream into this. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be able to accurately try to parse the difference between something like this and something like this, which are fairly close. And this one has got a modest amount of heat. So what I think I'm going to do this time is I'm going to have a bite of this, then a palate cleanser, and then I'm going to go through from least heat to hottest and see if I can sort of parse the difference between these things. So I've just got a Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip ice cream here. This, incidentally, I know a lot of people use this. This, incidentally, is not what I use when I've got something that is sort of pushing me on the heat front. This is not my secret weapon. A lot of people use this. This is not it for me. I didn't actually bring the other ones because I wasn't expecting that kind of heat, so it won't be in this video. Round 6, I have tentatively planned some of the very, very hottest stuff I can find. Probably not a death nut hot, but I would anticipate we're going to be getting a 5 or a 6, which is crazy, crazy heat for snacks. It almost, something that hot will almost push the envelope past enjoyability. Alright, anyway, let's just do this. I want to make sure any residual heat is gone from the proceedings here. Okay, we should have any residual heat cleared out. So let's take a little palate cleanser here. We'll start with the least heat, which is the Blue Diamond Habanero barbecue nuts. The flavor is pretty solid. There's a little bit of a vinegar, almost like a pickled something taste to this. I'm not sure how we get those again. There's no heat of any kind, which is interesting. It's like they used the default, just the flavoring of habanero for default, but did not bring any heat in it. So definitely no heat at all to that one. Alright, palate cleanser. Okay, next let's go with the Psycho Nuts. Psycho Nuts are these small peanuts right here. It's an odd sort of flavoring. Very. I wonder if it's the same people that make the 7-Eleven Ghost Nuts. I was using the Naga Ghost Pepper. There's a little bit of a build here. There's all residue left. I give it a solid 1. Alright, there's a little bit of residual heat here. Not that I need this for anything, but I don't want to carry over into the next one. So, a little scoop of ice cream. What I'm wanting to do is have the casein bind to the capsaicin so that we can rinse it out. And we're done. Alright, so I think what we're going to do, so I think we're going to go with Bucket of Nuts Cashews. A solid taste to these. Good flavor. I mean, we're looking at another one. A lot of components of chili powder. It looks like might be in this. There's also some paprika, which is nice. I love paprika. Well, This is another legit one. It is slightly hotter than the ghost nuts, so we're going to move it over one. All right, and let's get to. Really drops out fast, huh? That one does. It's interesting to me to see where you get linger and where you don't. That one really didn't linger at all. Very enjoyable. I like this one. Well, since we're on flavor, let's go with our reigning flavor champ, which is this. The wood smoked pistachios. They are delicious. But here and there, you'll get some blasts of that scorpion pepper flavoring, and it's a nice punch. Definitely a 3. Yep. It does have still a pretty solid kick to it. Flavor-wise, I would say actually they're pretty close though. Your preference could be if you like smoke versus this. I'm not ready to kick this one out of best flavor because I love the smoke flavor and nuts. But this is probably one of my second favorite nuts that I've had. All right. Let's cool the edges a bit. Palate cleanser. All right. We have to save our remaining champion for the very end. And that leaves us just with the medium heat Carolina Reaper coated peanuts. And here we go. I don't know about the flavor of these. Very spiky. This is an easy 4. I would say it's hotter than this. It may even be up to this. We're still going to test this one. But it starts immediately and it kicks in and just never lets up. So, very, very solid heat on this one. Flavor, but heat is impressive. All right, let's cool the engines again and we'll get to the baddie. So the drop-off curve for this one is pretty extended, actually. And we're going to have to get a little bit more of this. I mean, it's not, I'm still eating ice cream, but it's not intense or unpleasant. It's just because I want to try to get everything cooled down to the extent possible before I go to our reigning champ. Okay, I think we're cooled off enough now. We can go to our current reigning champ, the Mojave Meltdown Cashews. Here we go. Wow. Something I did not expect to see happen. Our former champ got booted. Thankfully, because I don't like this flavoring system. Wow. Still hot. There's still heat. That's why I was eating them individually. I didn't want more of that flavor than I had to have that was on the nuts. But this is notably hotter. So yeah, there you have it. Another upset in our battle of the hot nuts. It's pretty crazy to me to think of that we have now gone through 5 rounds, and usually there's 3 or more contenders per round. That's quite a few different varieties of snack nuts that are available. We've got biggest variety maybe ever: almonds, peanuts, cashews, pistachios. So I don't know why nobody does pecans or walnuts. If anybody has thoughts on why that is the case, I'd be very interested in hearing that. It can't be an allergy thing because we all know peanuts seem to be allergic quite a bit. So is it a popularity thing? I'm sure there's got to be some reason why we're seeing the nuts that we're seeing and not anything else, but I don't know what that is. So from mildest to hottest, so we have Blue Diamond, Habanero Barbecue, which is habanero and flavor only, interestingly enough. We have, and I'm going to continue doing that. If it says habanero, I'm going to bring it in, guys, and look at it for you for sure. Just because habanero was the former hottest pepper available. We have the Ghost Nuts next. Then Bucket Full of Nuts Ghost Cashews. We have the Scorpion Chili Smoked Pistachios, which is still probably my favorite flavored snack out there. And now we have this, our former champion, which has now been deposed. And we have our new current champion, current leader, Blazin Foods Reaper Peanuts medium heat. I am going to get the wild. That'll be probably in the next round. And it'll be interesting to see what those do, because this one, very, very immediate, spiky flavor, and it never lets up. Got a pretty long linger to it as well. But there it is. Round 5 of the Hot Nuts battle is in the can. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.